Can you tell where I am? That's the Lincoln Memorial. Abe's sitting in the middle in there. You can't see him, it's dark. And I'm sitting down all before the steps start up to see Abe. It's my halfway point for 3 miles. And then when I do 8, well, I don't have a halfway point yet. I do it different ways. Sometimes I go out to Haynes Point. Sometimes I go to the Capitol. I could do both those. Hi, Anna. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. We're all a little tuned out of life, aren't we? Mr. Soy Como Soy. Hi, I'm first comment. Yay, yes. Hey, I'm the first guy. Yay, no. Yes, no, yay, hey. It's so good to see you. Well, thank you, Anna. It's nice to be still alive. Man, I didn't know. My mother died like at 42, so I'm on lots of borrowed time, I feel. Hey, glad to be here. So am I. Man, it's fun. And that's why I think you really have to make life fun, because it's so shitty. If you don't make it fun, nobody else is going to, so you might as well do it. And the title that I put in is, boy, I believe in that so much, about failure. And now, it is more important than ever, because nobody knows. Oh, actually, see what I got on today? I just about a quarter of a mile down the road there, a nice young woman came up to me and said, boy, I needed to see you today. Wow, where were they 30 years ago? It just made her smile and feel so nice. And that's the point, you know, I mean, God, what better things do I have to do if I could just put on some goofy clothes and make people feel good? Do you have something better to do in life? I don't think I do. That's why in my work, if I could show you a website or a phone number that could help your life be a little easier, man, I got nothing else to do, you know, that's better than that. And that's why I'm trying to help other people find how to do that in life. And I think at least used to stop me was the fear of failure. I used to think of fail, and boy, and that's like trying to get lots of education. And then my first 2 businesses failed. Now it is so crazy out there. Actually, failing liberated me. You know, and then I started trusting myself and not all this shit I was trying to read and everybody say this works and everything. It won't for you. It worked for them. You got to find out how to do it your own way. We're all separate things in life, and we all have separate talents to give. And it's you try to find someone else's, you know, book or whatever. Maybe it worked for them. Actually, most of them just they spend time trying to figure out what you want to hear, like a politician. You know, they just try to figure, okay, what do they want to hear? And they'll say that and get elected. Yeah. And that's what marketing does. That's what, to me, Google's all about. And what you really have to do, it's just like somebody wrote me the other day, yeah, I got to put on my big girl pants and just go out and do it. I love that. Because mostly I hear put on my big boy pants, but no, big girl pants. Yeah. Let's go. Need to do more Illinois. I do it all the time. Everything I show you may also be available in Illinois. I don't know why. Everybody says, what about this country? What, everything. And I show you in the description how to find something similar where you live. You know, it is, if you're going to wait for me to do it, it's the wrong train. Yeah. So many things are different all over. Like I just did a thing today where Connecticut is giving $2,000 to people who just didn't apply, you know, and they changed the law and made them eligible. Now you got to find that out. So you have to start looking for things like that where you live. But as far as failure, that is so important. Nothing's working now, and you have to figure it out yourself. You have to take control. You don't have control. Nobody has control. We're all stumbling through life. And that's what it is. You keep stumbling and keep stumbling. That's what I mean about failure. You keep failing, keep stumbling. Doesn't work until by accident something works. You know? And that usually happens by accident. You know? but it won't happen by accident if you don't try a lot of stuff. Time to leave the USA. Maybe, maybe not. Where are you going to go? The virus is everywhere. I used to think about that a lot, but there are very few countries like that. You're allowed to dress like an asshole here. Actually, I lost millions of dollars at first when I did it. But you can. There's room for put up. That's why even if you hate Trump, I mean, they have if that's not your cup of tea, but they have just as much right to be here as anybody else. Oh, you got a rental grant. Oh, well, tell me about the Illinois $5,000, okay? So I could write you up, put it in the description in here if you're watching me on Facebook. If not, and you're a member, Let's Go Help, then share it with us there, because people like to hear that, to see, hey, this stuff maybe really works. It's tough. I mean, it's not easy. None of the stuff is easy. It may be easy, you may get lucky, but most likely it's not. Most likely you're going to have to put in a bunch of effort. Any grants for New York? Yes. I just read today they're having new ones, because there's no federal stuff, so that's why a lot of local. There's so much CARES money left to be spent locally. Got that a couple of months ago. That's all right, whenever you got it, that doesn't matter. Just let me know, okay? Failing means you tried 2 steps and failed. Yes, and then plus life is about doing something. It's not about, I don't think life is about sitting on the beach forever, Life is trying something, growing yourself, helping somebody else. That's what we're all here for. I mean, if you're a plant, your job is to grow, right? So that's what we are. How are you going to grow? And you grow mentally by doing things, and that's how you grow intellectually and mentally, and that's what we have that plants don't have. Maybe, I think, there are people that argue that, but that's it. I need a grant to get a computer. Let's go to school for other ways and find rent and find money, crowdfunding, any way, shape, or form. I mean, all those are good possibilities, but you got to work at it. You just don't go in circles on Google. No, anything. If you don't have money, never go to any website that is .com. Just forget it. Sure, there's some that maybe help you if you don't have money, but that's such a small fraction that you're going to get tied into somebody who's so slick, they'll get money from you. Hey, you can't beat these people, because they think about how to get your money every single minute of their day. And you think about buying this, oh, this is the first time you're doing this. You don't know, So it's like coming to a gunfight with a pocket knife. You don't stand a chance. And starting your nonprofit. Small Business Development Center help you start with nonprofits. And all the business money, so much of the new business money is also set aside for nonprofits. So all the Covd business grants, most all of them are also eligible if you're a nonprofit. You may not have to be a nonprofit. That's another thing. Actually, when I go back, I'm going to do a thing about if you should be an LLC or not. I mean, that's another thing. I'm not sure you should be. Why? Because you're trying to screw somebody and you're afraid they'll sue you. People only sue you if you screw somebody. So that's why you want to protect yourself, right? So they can't get you personally if you become an LLC. To me, that means you don't stand behind your work. But that's a biased opinion. It doesn't work all the time. I need a laptop. Mine is barely hanging on. There are free laptops, yes. If you're a member, let me know. Just put a discussion in, looking for laptop. There's a lot of nonprofits that give out free laptops, reconditioned or whatever. Because now you can get a reconditioned one even if you want to pay for like $100 or $50. But also there's free ones. There's lots of free ones. If you don't know, go to AuntBertha.org or 211.org. There are other places too that may know. And if they don't do that, then call your elected official, because that's another source. They get those questions like that all the time. And now there's more people helping each other because of what's going on in our country and how screwed up it is. And that's why you go out and fail, try something. Now, I just did a report. I come out to Amazon just hired 500,000 people. I mean, we only have like 10 million people out of work. So that's one company that did 5% of all the people unemployed. And it's not even Christmas yet. So they're going on a hiring binge. So you can make 15, 20 bucks an hour, at least through the holidays. And also gig economy, driving. If you have a car, any kind of car, it doesn't matter how good it is because you just deliver meals. They don't care if your car smells or whatever. The food doesn't care. The food's going to make your car smell. They're delivering like 500,000 people they want to hire today. I just looked at Indeed. Go to Indeed.com and put in driving. And you'll see even work from home being a driver. And if you want to be a fancy driver and get a car, well then rent one. You could rent one for what, 50 bucks, 30 bucks a day or whatever, and do that and see if it pays. If it doesn't pay, then stop it. If it does pay, okay, keep going or figure out how to buy one. There's just too many ways to do things, and they're hiring 500,000 today. 500,000 drivers around. Look, nobody's going to the shopping malls, right? Everybody's getting stuff delivered. So who's going to deliver it? That's where the boom is. So it's not a career. What the hell? You just need money to live on, right? You just got to get through this shit. And looking for, just not being thrown out of your house. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not by the end of the month, if Congress doesn't look at it. And even if Congress does something this week, and I think this is the last week they have to do it, maybe another week, but I don't think so. But I don't know for sure. Nobody does. And they won't be the $1,200. It's going to be unemployment money. It's going to be postponed evictions. And what's the other? It'd be additional unemployment money, probably $300 a week or whatever. But I just found, this is another thing to look at. The video I just put up, how to go to your unemployment office and have them recalculate what you should have gotten if you got unemployment. They're screwing up all the time, and they're not doing it right. They're sending you stuff that could be more. And then if you can't get through the unemployment office, then there are other places to go. You go to your local career one-stop center. They know all those programs well, and they could help you for free. You go to elected official. They're the people that really make stuff happen. A lady wrote in the other day on Let's Go Help and saying, she wasn't getting her stimulus check, and this is recently. She still didn't get part of it or whatever, calling the IRS on hold for days and days. She called her senator, U.S. senator, got a call that day from the IRS. Man, say right away. I called the IRS yesterday about how to get free help to become a nonprofit. Oh, somebody just asked about becoming a nonprofit. Look, I just did a video, just about 3 or 4 videos ago on YouTube. Look at that, how to become a nonprofit. And you don't need an accountant, a lawyer, and any of this nonsense. And you just, there's a step-by-step video I have. Somebody on the internet did that. I copied that. And then I give you the 800 number to call the IRS. They'll help you on the phone fill out the form. How did you know that? See, you don't. That's the problem. All the good stuff we don't know about. That's why life is so crazy. We don't know what really is there. And what people taught us in school and on the internet and everything, that's not right either. Sure, some of it's right for some time, but it doesn't have to be right all the time. And so if that's stopping you from doing things, don't let what you read about what you think is right stop you. No, you just go do it and try to find another way to do it. That's the only way you're going to be able to survive or live. If you believe everything some idiot tells you, that may work sometime, but look at Trump is still has so much power, and he only has like a 40% approval rating. That's enough. So he does it. Everybody. You don't have to everything. Different things work for different people. And if we all wanted the same thing, there'd be only one girl we'd all be wanting to date, or one guy or something. But no, it's a complicated world, and nobody really knows. And it may work there, may not work over here, whatever. And you have to do is try it yourself, so you get the original feedback. You have to get feedback. And when you get beat up doing something and fail, then you have to, that's the best way to learn. You're not going to learn how to ride a bike by sitting in a classroom, right? And judge how to ride a bike. No, you got to get your ass on that seat and see and fall over. Oh, God, I can't do that. I remember I took the family, we all went to get gliding lessons, where you hook you hook up on the back of an airplane, and they they drag you up in the air, and then they let you go, and you drift on the winds. And I oh, turn left. The instructor next to me, turn left. I said, oh, I'm gonna die going left. They said, no, no, turn right. Oh, I'm gonna die going right. Until you do it, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Look at a kid that learns to walk, anything. So get out there and screw up, because everybody's screwing up. Nobody knows. They're faking it. If people think they are right, they're just faking it just to get more money from you. So you might as well learn. That's the best way to learn. If you do, you learn yourself. Then once you get hit and beat up, you say, oh God, I'm not going to do that again. You learn what really works. No, it's easy to be a quarterback sitting on the sidelines and telling people what to do, but you get your ass in the game, and that's how you really learn. We have to do that because nothing is working. Everything we're taught doesn't work anymore. So go out and learn what works for you. And that's what you have to, because you're different. We're all different, organic things in this world, and we all grow in different ways. And so if you don't fail and do all, then how else are you going to learn about how to grow? You're going to grow different than anybody else. We're all just so different. So you have to go out and fail yourself and figure out how to grow. And that's why, to me, my 2 failures got me to grow, because then I tried to do it like everybody taught me, and then I said, oh shit, I wasn't even having fun. So when I started having fun, then sort of that was the way I could grow better. I'm doing more than I ever thought, whatever, but it was only after I got all that stuff out of my head that people put in your head. They're all guessing, and they want to get paid, and so they try to understand what you want to hear. So they could charge a lot and pretend they're very successful. They're successful at selling you something that you don't even know if you need. Can you help me with my trucking company? Probably. Depends. There's a lot of help out there. I mean, there's 5 places in every state that helps you start any kind of business. One is your Small Business Development Center. Your State Economic Development Center. They're the 2 places to start. So if you start with the Small Business Development Center in your county, call 211, look for the Small Business Development Center. Then also ask them, where is your State Economic Development Center? And there's 5 others, but that's enough to get you going and do it. And trucking, I mean, God, if you're trucking, you're going to deliver stuff, man, that's big. And I would start going after government contracts if I was a small trucking business or starting out, because then you could get grants. There's a program that gives new businesses, young businesses, small businesses grant money so they could learn how to get big contract money from the government. So they give you grants to learn how to get more money. And that's hey, how are you? And that's important to do. I don't know, somebody was waving me, talking to me. I don't know if you saw her, I tried to show you. So, okay, it's freezing here. Oh, it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday seemed colder. I wasn't even going to come out today. But I felt a little bit, I don't know the last time I didn't come out. I think my knee, maybe 1 or 2 days I didn't come out. Oh yeah, maybe a week or 2, to tell you the truth, I forgot about that. Bobby, yes, you can. Yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much for putting up with me, and I appreciate everything anyone says. It just is so special to me, and your words make my life very special. So I want to thank you very much.